From the heartlands of West Africa, a powerhouse emerged, built on military might, political cunning, and economic dominance. For centuries, its influence stretched across the region, its name spoken with a mix of fear and reverence. This is the story of the Oyo Empire, an epic of conquest, culture, and collapse. So, how did this kingdom rise from a small city-state to become a dominant force? And what led to its eventual downfall? The origins of the Oyo Empire are traced back to the legendary figure Oranian, a prince from the neighboring kingdom of Ife, around the 14th century. Settling in a new territory, he established the city of Oyo as his capital, laying the groundwork for a future dynasty. The early years were a struggle for survival, marked by constant warfare with neighboring states, particularly the powerful Nupe kingdom to the north. In fact, the Nupe briefly conquered Oyo in the 16th century, forcing its people and rulers into exile. This period of adversity, however, forged a resilient and militaristic spirit within the Oyo. It was during their exile that they learned the art of cavalry warfare, a skill that would become the cornerstone of their imperial ambitions upon their return. By the 17th century, under the leadership of powerful Alafans, or kings, Oyo began its spectacular rise. The empire's strength was built on a unique and sophisticated political structure. At its head was the Alafan, a semi-divine ruler with immense authority. However, his power was cleverly checked by the Oyo Messi, a council of 7 principal chiefs led by the Basharoon, or Prime Minister. This council had the power to select and even depose the Alafan, creating a delicate balance of power that prevented absolute tyranny. The empire's real engine of expansion, however, was its formidable army. The Oyo cavalry, with skilled horsemen thundering across the savannas, was an unstoppable force. They conquered vast territories, including the wealthy coastal kingdom of Dahomey, turning it into a tributary state and gaining direct access to the lucrative Atlantic trade routes. This access to the coast transformed Oyo's economy. The empire became a major player in the transatlantic slave trade, exchanging captives from its northern campaigns for European goods like firearms, textiles, and, crucially, horses to replenish its cavalry. This wealth funded the state, enriched its elite, and solidified its dominance. Beyond its military and economic might, Oyo developed a rich cultural legacy. Its artisans were renowned for their intricate calabash carvings and terracotta sculptures. The worship of the Yoruba pantheon of gods, or orishas, flourished, with deities like Sango, the god of thunder, and a deified former Alafan, becoming central to the empire's identity. This cultural influence spread far beyond Oyo's political borders, leaving a lasting impact on the region and across the Atlantic in the Americas. However, the very foundations of Oyo's power eventually began to crack. By the late 18th century, internal strife became rampant. The delicate balance of power between the Alafan and the Oyo Messi broke down, leading to a series of constitutional crises and civil wars. Ambitious provincial chiefs and military commanders began to challenge the central authority of the capital. The over-reliance on the slave trade created deep-seated instability, and the rise of the Islamic Fulani Jihad in the north posed a new, formidable threat. In 1835, the Fulani sacked the capital, Oyo, forcing its inhabitants to flee south. This devastating blow shattered the empire's prestige and power. One by one, its tributary states declared independence, and the once mighty empire disintegrated into a collection of warring successor states. The Oyo Empire stands as a powerful testament to the ingenuity and ambition of pre-colonial African civilizations. From its legendary origins and its mastery of cavalry warfare to its sophisticated political system and rich cultural heritage, Oyo shaped the history of West Africa for centuries. Its collapse serves as a stark reminder that even the greatest empires can be brought down by internal division and external pressures. The legacy of Oyo, however, endures, living on in the art, religion, and identity of the Yoruba people, a shadow of a once great power that dominated the West African savannah.
Stories from history.